Okay. Making sure everything works. Okay, so let us begin. Just doing random stuff. Where are you, Vanille? Where are you? Here you are. Yep, still got my farming setup on. Should be good to go. Okay. Just gonna be doing some Queen Lost Chapter first, and then on to Divine Ifrit, because I have barely touched that stage. Also, hello everyone, to whoever might be here. Just figured I'd do a nice relaxing stream for a bit. Just want to get through Queen's Lost Chapter, and then maybe do some Divine Ifrit. Because the man still gotta grind. Hello Volcon, welcome. As for Ifrit level 40, upon using Ifrit, he grants your party a 2-turn buff. It is non-extendable, and I believe it gives HP damage up, HP damage cap, and there's something else I am forgetting. But it's those three, I think it's like 20 or 30% for 2 turns, and it's non-extendable. Actually, I'm supposed to be... Oh, I don't need to bring Queen. Okay. What's this? Actually, no. Sid has more AoE. It's a pretty nice summon. Ifrit's buff is looks pretty nice. So... I don't think it's that bad, but it being non-extendable is also kind of yikes. But I'm sure with certain characters like Ida, maybe Vaughn, Sid, they can make use of that that HP damage up from the buff real nicely. Also, please do let me know if anything sounds off. I am still getting used to this mobile streaming stuff. If something sounds weird, do let me know, and I will do my best to fix it. I am still getting used to this whole mobile streaming thing. And one more thing, there is a big stream delay, so do forgive me. It's going to take a while for me to see your comments and for you guys to actually hear my response to it. But do bear with me. Sounds great. That is what I like to hear. It means I'm doing something right. It means I am doing something right. I remember I did a stream like this back on Divine Pandemonium, and it went pretty well. I was going to do one for Divine Shiva, but I couldn't find the time to set aside for it, so I decided to hold off until Divine Ifrit to do another one of these, and coincidentally, the day I decided to do it, also dropped Queen Lost Chapter, so went great. A little bit more streaming time. I don't think I'm going to be doing the Lufenia Plus on stream. I'm just going to go up to it and then go back to Divine Ifrit grinding. I think I'm only about 11 gold in. I am kind of hoping to get it done tonight. I am not going to be pulling for Cater's LD. If you were wondering, I do not have that much of an interest in Cater. I am very excited for Queen's C90 though, and I am doing the Lost Chapter now to get the crystals for it. So I'm really excited. I've been trying to use Queen recently with my Y'shtola runs, but I couldn't really find the good stages for that. Queen is absolutely usable in Lufenia Plus. I've had friends that used her a lot in Lufenia Plus. It's just, for me, when I use her with Y'shtola, I couldn't make it work, sadly. But hey, hope you're having a nice night. Hope everyone's having a nice evening. And yeah, I am just here chilling, doing Queen Lost Chapter. Hey, it's Echo. Hey, Echo. Just an FYI, if you didn't hear me earlier, there is a very big stream delay. Sadly, I could not do much about it, so it is what it is. I'll eventually see your message. You'll eventually hear me respond to it. I'll do whatever I can. Hey, Final Lisa. What's up, man? Yeah, I don't stream often. Usually it's during Divine Summons. Or, well, I'm hoping to make it like a Divine Summon thing. And I did one for Divine Pandemonium back then. It went pretty well. I meant to do one for Divine Shiva, but I couldn't find the time to set aside. Finally, though, I got the time. And coincidentally, like I said earlier, the Queen's Lost Chapter has dropped, so I'm doing that for a little bit. I'm going to say my first Ultima weapon. Yes, I am going to be saving it. I was thinking about using it for the other, obviously for the other weapon class, obviously for Alphino, but I was thinking about just flat out saving it to see who gets LD first between Alphino or Elise, because those are my two biggest faves that I want to save ultimate weapons for. So at first I was thinking about doing Staff because Papalymo's coming at the end of this month, and Y'shtola when she gets C90 eventually. But I'd rather put Lisa and Alphino at the top priority, and I'm just waiting to see which one of them gets updated first. So far, for every 14 character that gets updated, that is one step closer to Alphino release. Jesus Lord Sid. Hey game, and getting into Shadowbringers tomorrow. Nice. It might be recency biased, but I absolutely love Shadowbringers. I personally enjoy it way more than Heavensward, but that's just me. I love them both to death. But Shadowbringers definitely comes out on top. It's an amazing expansion. I hope you have a great time with it. I love it. I love it a lot. Also, hey Ryuho, I am doing fine. I am doing A-okay, just so I do a little bit of streaming for a bit. I forgot to swap to Vanille. Well, this is fine. Took you a month and a half, but it's Stormblood at 2 weeks. Huh, nice. Oh, yeah, leveling classes can take a while. I like Stormblood as well. I like most of Stormblood. There were some pieces of it that I didn't really find entertaining. But hey, glad to hear you're getting into Shadowbringers. It's an amazing story. I love it so much. I can't stress how much I love Shadowbringers. It is amazing. It's really good. And I just can't wait until Endwalker drops. Looks amazing. I love all the setting they've been doing for it. I've been rewatching the full trailer pretty constantly every day. I'm just very excited for it. Oh yeah, post 4.0 is really good. That is, I think they did a really good job with post Stormblood, especially when they're transitioning into Shadowbringers. I think they did a really good job with it. Did I pull for Cater? No, I did not. I do not have an interest in Cater. I'm not interested in Cater at all, and I already have Queen built and Noel's Burst, so I am not interested in pulling them back. She looks a lot of fun though. She looks pretty nice. Lots of nice traps. She has a framed Setzer debuff for 3 turns on all enemies with her LD, which is pretty good. But nah, I'm not personally interested in Cater. Okay, should be getting close to the end of this Lost Chapter soon. I am not going to be doing the Lufenia Plus stage. I will do that on my own time. For now, I just want to grind Divine Ifrit after I'm done with this. Alright, Kane, hope you have a nice night. Thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, late night is usually when I have an opportunity to do a stream. Alright, now let's do the challenge quest real quick. Out of these synergy people, my only built ones are Noel and Queen. But I think I should be fine. Come on, menu, load up for me, please. Thank you. What's all these? Just Chaos and Lufenia? Lufenia plus Chaos. Okay. So that is how I get... Okay. Also, this gold tint. What is this? This is new. Is this how they differentiate from Lost Chapter rewards? That's pretty nice. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know what's up with that gold background then, but it's whatever. Anyway, challenge quest. Let us begin. Let's use Noel. And my Queen should be around here somewhere. There's Queen. And then... Cater. 03 Cater. I should be fine. I don't think I have any passes I can equip. This will be fine. Let's bring Warrior Light. Let's bring the Healing Call. What do I have for healing? Get a little bit of Porum in there, I guess. Actually, no. Who does healing on both their calls? Paladin Cecil. That should be good to go. Yeah, let's stick to brothers. Yeah, let's stick to brothers. I'm not expecting Endwalker to top Shadowbringers, because Shadowbringers is still really good. Like, that's very high expectations to expect it to top Shadowbringers, because it was just so good. But as long as it feels like a nice conclusion, and that, I'm fine with that. I'm still excited to see what it brings. should go by 3, fine. It's only chaos after all. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. Did Queen's base kit get any rework, or was it just her LD 65 and EX? I think it was just her LD 65 and EX. I think it was just that. I don't think her base kit got a rework. But she's always been like a pseudo DPS aura bot character-ish type of deal. Like, I wouldn't use her as a main DPS, but I also wouldn't use her as like main aura bot. She's sort of like a mix of the two, like a third slot type of character. She's absolutely usable. Some of my friends use Queen Lufenia Plus. She's very much usable. I actually don't know if her S1 got any different. But I did kind of wish I had a little bit of splash, but oh, it is what it is. Hey, Ash Ninja, hello, Boogie. Welcome, welcome. I don't stream often, so hello. Nice seeing y'all here. Just decided to do Queen's Lost Chapter, and then I'm gonna head on over to Divine Grind. And then from then on, it's just gonna be Auto Plus for a while. So what's the turn count? 95, okay. I cannot wait to get the crystals for Queen's C90. I really like Queen. Queen's one of my favorites from Type 0. One of my 2 favorites from Type 0. The other one being Nimbus, if you're curious. What's the... Wish he got a little bit more screen time, but I like him a lot. I find him really cool. We'll be interested to see how Alphino becomes a Sage and whether or not they'll show it in game. I'll say becoming Red Mage. I don't know, because we still don't have Gunbreaker Thancred, which was still one of my most requested roles. I really want Gunbreaker Thancred to get into the game. I don't see them adding Sage Alfie anytime soon, if ever. This is kind of bad. I don't know how hard their recast hits on Chaos. Let's do this. I don't know how hard their recast hits on Chaos. I know it hits... Back on their initial event, it hit like a train. It hit so hard. Let's just scope it out a little bit. I don't know how hard it hits, so let us see. I did use Cam Call, so it is a little bit weakened. Oh, okay, I'm fine. I'm okay. Sometimes I overestimate chaos. Alright, Boogie, thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, I've been trying to find a way to stream sooner, but it just doesn't happen. I did not get Cater's LD, Johnny. Also, welcome to the stream. I did not get Cater's LD. I am not interested in it at all. It feels so nice seeing Null's LD do double dunks. Ever since I saw the animation for it initially, it always felt weird that it was a single HP dump. Granted, at the time it was a double HP dump, 100% AOEs weren't common, but it just felt so weird seeing his whole attack being 1 HP dump. Yeah, overall, I'm hoping for another good story chapter from 14. They did technically get one with Lise and Papolino, but God, as much as I love 14, that story chapter was pretty bad in terms of explaining what 14 knows and all that. It was pretty bad in my opinion. It was so bland. Right, there is the story chapter. Or did I say bland? I mean, it was very vague in what the cast remembered. Like, yeah, Lise is there, so we can at least deduce that they know up to Stormblood. But in terms of like the nitty gritty stuff, they were very, very, very vague with what they know. Okay, challenge quest is done. On game, load up the actions, or load up the menu, please. Okay. Almost to the Lufenia Plus. I'm not gonna attempt it tonight. I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. Because I don't really feel like doing a big, heavy stage right now. I'll save it for tomorrow or something. There's no rush anyway. You got 2 weeks for the limited time rewards, and it's a lost chapter. It's not going anywhere. If it is like the original event, then it's for sure going to have 3 enemies, and depending on the orb, the twins will absolutely clap that stage. Like triple enemies is just absolute fodder for the twins. It's ridiculous. They're so stupid for AoE damage, it's amazing. Was that second menu part of the pass? Not sure what menu we're talking about. But on the events tab, they made some limited time events give you more rewards if you have the premium mod pass. So far, it's only additional materials for the ultimate weapons. That's it. There's no other benefits for premium mod pass aside from the ones we already know. It's just a little bit more rewards from like events and lost chapters, which is just more materials for ultimate weapons. I'm still not buying it. I think it's overpriced. No way I am buying it, but yeah, I think that's what you're looking at. Okay, let's take a look at this Lufenia stage, see what it's like. I'm not gonna enter it, I just want to see the stats. Get the chest first. Okay, Lufenia Plus. 40 turns. Ooh boy. That 40 turns. That officially makes this the lowest. This makes this the lowest turn count for end game stages in the game. 40 turns. That is very, very low. What do we got here? One max of 10, increased by 3. Don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's dodge. Shadow's gonna have a fun time with that, maybe. 70-70. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, 40 turns for the Lufenia Plus. Okay. Anyway, I'll give that a try tomorrow. I don't feel like doing Lufenia stage. Assuming it's the same way as the Lufenia Plus, or not Lufenia Plus, as her initial event, then they're gonna have HP shields. Their recast will be cleansing and everything. It's some sort of interesting fight, I guess. I don't know. Was never really a big fan of HP spammy fights. All right, Divine Ifrit. Time to farm. Do I have enough for? I have enough for Queen. This has counter. People saying it's evade. Alright, so yeah, it is dodge or evade or something. Dodge or counter, something like that. If it's dodge, then I might use Prompto. Prompto might be used again. I haven't used Prompto in a while. I love the way he turned out, despite getting no rework. Okay, that is the EX rework obtained. Now I just need to beat the Lufenia Plus stage to get up to C90. Are we allowed to talk about the Dissidia database here? Sure, go ahead. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. I don't know if there's any rules against that, but yeah, go ahead. Alright, let's see here. Let's just equip Null's S2. S2 and Meteor Jacqueline. Actually, not just S2. We have Sid. Let's remove EX. You don't need it. Sarah, S2. And let us begin the grind. Oh boy. Yeah, I am 11 out of 30 boards. So it's gonna be a while. Is it dodge and counter or just dodge? I think it's just dodge. It's not both. I was gonna ask which BT you are looking forward to because the Dissidia characters are getting a burst. That is a good question. Snow. I am very excited for Snow's burst. because I absolutely love Snow in Final Fantasy 13, all versions of 13. Snow gets a lot of crap, I understand that, but me personally, I really like Snow. I'm very excited for his burst. I'm very hoping he does his teeth stuff from Lightning Returns. Camelot, I'm interested in getting his burst. I find Camelot to be a very fun character, so I'm hoping to get his burst as well. And, Gilgamesh. I like Gilgamesh. I'm very sad he doesn't have an LD yet. Yeah, Gilgamesh. I'll probably get his burst as well. And then, yeah, there's obviously Xenos. And Aerith, I don't know if Aerith counts. She was DLC in Duodecim, wasn't she? I don't know if Aerith counts. But regardless, I'm not interested in Aerith burst. So, really, the bursts that I'm very interested in are Snow, Camelot, Gilgamesh, and Xenos. That's it. And I guess Prish burst as well. I liked using Prish when she got her EX plus. She was very fun. I'll think about getting her burst. Oh yes, Kane does count. I totally forgot. He's an NT. Kane does get a burst. Ooh. Ooh, I'll think about Kane as well. I totally forgot about Kane. This also confirms Renoa burst. Because Renoa's an NT. Yeah, Gabran. There's a lot of bursts they can add to now. What is the criteria for future burst again? It initially was main antagonist, or it was initially protagonist and antagonist of the game series, but they expanded it to if they appear in a Dissidia game, then they will get a burst, excluding Upper Omnia, of course. So if they were in original Dissidia, Duodecim, or NT, then they will get a burst. They expanded it to that now. But yeah, they're just making a lot of wiggle room for themselves. Like, they gave Noel a burst and not Sarah. I like Noel a lot, but man, kind of wish it was Sarah first before Noel. But it is what it is. Pretty much they does do whatever they want. Nah, that's cool, Asker Ninja. You don't need to read out the list. Not really many bursts I'm looking forward to. Aside from Dissidia characters, there's not many bursts that I'm looking forward to left. Well, I guess there's still Sarah burst, if they're still going to be doing that at some point. Sarah, maybe... I don't know, I think it's really just Sarah. Which burst plus you should get in JP? You're going to start playing JP soon? Well, the only character right now you can get their full kit for is Noel. Noel's a very nice DPS. If you're lacking one, he can probably help you catch up on a lot of old content. There's also Onion Knight, which I don't know how Onion Knight turned out. I heard a lot of people say he's pretty underwhelming. But I don't know. I remember Onion Knight having nice auras, nice turn manipulation, and a little bit of nice damage output. So I'd say for a new player starting out, I'd probably recommend Noel for the Burst Plus first, just so he can help you carry your damage output on older stages. He can carry harder than Onion Knight, probably. Yeah, Zac Burst as well. I'm kind of interested in Zac Burst. I'm not sure yet. Zac's like the only character that I'm very, very massively like in FF7, but his burst is still a maybe for me. Oh, wait a minute. If the orb is dodged for Queen Lost Chapter, I could use Ida. That sounds nice. Ida with like a taunt call, I guess. I don't know. See what happens. I'll see what I can come up with. That 40 turns on Queen Lost Chapter is looking a little bit intimidating. But we'll see how it turns out. Yes, Machina's full kit is gone. You can only get his burst right now, but his LD and the rest of his kit is gone. Also, yes, Jamie, I am streaming because I'm bored. That's it. I am streaming because I'm bored. You know, it's just a nice opportunity to just vibe for a little bit. I'm hoping to get Ifrit done tonight, but I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take me. I do not have Monk Pass, so... It is Auto Plus, but at the same time, it is more fun. So it's whatever. Is farming Ifrit that boring? It's not boring. If anything, Ifrit's actually super, super fast, especially if you have Sid LD, because Sid LD just makes it a joke. Like, you will get under like 1 to 2 minute runs with Sid LD. And it's just divine grinding in general that I'm just not a fan of. It's really boring. I know Auto Plus takes a lot of the weight off, and it's amazing. I just find it really boring. Besides Final Fantasy, what games do I play? I recently finished Nier Replicant, the remake of it. I recently finished that for the main story. I absolutely love it. I don't play many Nier games. I've only played Nier Automata, but Nier Replicant I thoroughly enjoyed. I found that amazing. I started picking up the Yakuza series. I started off with Yakuza 0. So far, absolutely loving that game as well. so fun. Yeah, that's just what I've been playing recently. I just finished Nier Replicant, started the Yakuza series. Oh my god, tongue twist. The Yakuza series. Yeah, Yakuza is a good time. Yakuza 0, it's so fun. I'm having a blast with it. It's so fun. What do I think of the Ifrit redesign? It looks really cool. I said it as a joke with some friends a few months ago, but I was really hoping they'd make a gag where Ifrit is blue but Shiva is red. Sadly, neither of it happened. Well, I guess Ifrit is somewhat blue, but he's not fully blue. Regardless, Ifrit looks really cool. I really like the redesigns they've been doing for Divine Summons. So far, my favorite one is Alexander. I think Alexander looks awesome. Absolutely love Alexander's redesign. I love all the patterns he has. You probably play JP over the global version. I used to play both, but I've been kind of slowing down on global a lot. I personally just like playing JP a lot more because it's all new stuff. I like doing the fights like more blind. I just find it more entertaining on JP just because of the thrill of figuring out the fight itself and then taking up a team of making a team that can counter it properly and stuff. Plus, I'm very impatient. If I see a fave get updated, I really want to try it out as soon as possible. Least favorite redesign is Pandemonium. Yeah, Pandemonium looks off. Looks a little bit off. I don't even know what my least favorite redesign is. I think it might be Ramu. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Ramu, but it might just be my least favorite redesign. Yeah, eventually I'll go back to the global videos at some point. But it's just right now global's at a point where it's more of the same. Like all the stages that are coming out on global, I've already done on JP and recorded it. You can back read my channel and you could find my JP runs of them. So I still play global. It's just recording global is what I've been slowing down on. You see that GP player that did 2 million damage with Sid's EX? I did not, but I did see the video getting tossed around a bit. I haven't looked at it myself. But yeah, with Sid's EX extension, plus, whatever it's called, it's amazing. It's so good. It's ridiculous. I'll just get Alphino and Alizé Global first LDs for Endwalker hype. Yeah, that'll definitely get me back to making global videos. That will absolutely do it. call him the Furion guy. Yeah, if you're talking about the dude with the Furion profile picture. Yeah, lots of people call him Furion guy. I think his actual YouTube name is like Gutsy or something like that. Not entirely sure. Does a lot of good stuff. It's like, his name is like Gutsy or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Also, according to my friends who are trying out Queen's Lufenia Plus right now, the bosses apparently don't have a lot of health. As in, one of my friends did Ida's LD, and it chucked off about 9% of their HP, so it's nice to hear. So, assuming as long as you have good AoE damage, you'll be fine. Twins support will absolutely destroy it, without a doubt. Twins in general. Hey Origin, nice to see you, man. First time watching one of my streams? Yeah, I don't stream often. I don't stream like ever. The last time I streamed was Divine Pandemonium, but before that, oh god, I don't even remember the last time I streamed. I think the last time I streamed was I think it was Bosch Lost Chapter on JP. That was before people really knew me. And by before people really knew me, that was before like I was even above 200-ish, I think, subscribers. It was a long time ago. But yeah, it's I don't stream often. I'm hoping to do streams every Divine Summon farm just to talk with people and stuff. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. See if I have time and stuff. Also, Ashby, do you like the quotes I do in Divine Lufenias? Yeah, I love it as well. I like hyping up the Divine Summons a bit more because they're supposed to be like special fights. I always look forward to Divine Lufenias. I always find them really, really enjoyable. Like, heck, I personally like Divine Alexander. But yeah, not a lot of people like that fight, and I understand. Me personally, I like it. The only thing I'm not a fan of the fight is the dark elemental orb it needs. I don't like elemental orbs in general. But overall, I like Divine Alexander fight. I found it really enjoyable. Alright, 75k. Time to redeem some boards. Line Sid, Twins, and Gala for Dodger to counter the orb and recruit. Yeah. The thing is, when I usually do runs, I don't like doing like a super Omega melting DPS run. Like, yeah, I have Twins, I have Sid Reigns, I have Bartz and all that, but I don't know. I feel dirty when I use like the big popular options for certain fights. Now, if said big popular options were like a massive favorite of mine, then yeah, I don't care. I'd absolutely use them. But I usually try to steer away from it as much as possible. Like, look here. I have Bartz. I have Bartz's kit. I have Cloud of Darkness's kit. I have Twins. I barely use them. I use COD sometimes because I absolutely love Cloud of Darkness. I love Final Fantasy 3 and Cloud of Darkness. But Bartz and Twins, I don't really use them that much despite having them. I also try to stray it as much as I can from like completely delaying a fight, because I just personally find it more enjoying to see the enemy fight back. That's just me though. I usually do a delay method as like a last resort type of thing, or if I just want to get it over with. Also, yeah, Leaster Kaito, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, but yeah, I hear a lot of people hated the Alexander challenge quest more than the Ruthenia. Understandable, that challenge quest is vile. It is so vile. Yes, Volcron, that is why I am streaming. Streaming while grinding on something makes it so much easier. Just makes it a lot more relaxing and a lot less boring because I get to talk to people. And overall, just vibe while the game plays itself. Because, my god. I still have to farm. I still have to farm Alexander on global. Their brave reductions are well reasonable. From what I saw in the notes, their reductions go up to 70%, which I think that's regular Lufenia reductions. So they don't have a lot of HP, and their reductions aren't 90-90 or super high or anything. So that 40 turn count might seem scary, but with all the power creep we have, I think it's very manageable. Also, yes, Laguna getting a burst. If it plays Man with the Machine Gun, which no way it's not going to play Man with the Machine Gun, I will consider getting his burst. Like, there's no way Laguna's burst won't play Man with the Machine Gun, right? There's no way. I'll consider Laguna's burst. I guess there's more bursts that I'm interested in pulling. Oh, well. We'll see what happens. It's not a question of pulling the bursts. It's more of a question of will I max them out and work on them and use them. Because I have a couple burst pluses that I just don't use, like Bart's. Bart's is amazing. Don't get me wrong. I have to make this very clear. Just because I personally don't use Bart's and didn't need Bart's doesn't mean he's bad. Bart's is absolutely god tier. It's so stupid. He's so dumb. He's just the one character I just don't use at all. Kind of wish I refunded the ingots from him. Yeah, Kaito, I think the Doom posting about Lufenia Plus has gotten extremely out of hand. And I talked about this with BC, Black Cloud, on his Ranting Hour stream a little bit. From me personally, how I see it, the beginning of an era is always rough. It's always going to start off rocky. The reason Chaos to Lufenia was an exception was because we had 3 months of LDs to buy, pull and prepare for it. Every other era, correct me if I'm wrong because it's been a long time, but every start of an era is always started off to like a rocky start, like Cosmos, and then Lufenia Plus, Chaos, all that. So while there are stages that just absolutely sucks, an early Lufenia Plus like Sid Rain's event, I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. Like, the one thing I see a lot of people say is it's just as bad, if not worse, than early Chaos, which, having played through both, it's nothing like early Chaos. Early Chaos sucked major ass, but early Lufenia Plus is still really, really rough. Also, Ashgreen Ninja, there's nothing wrong with using meta characters. I tell people this all the time, but if I didn't play or do YouTube, I would probably meta a lot of the fights. I would absolutely use twins and bards all over the place. There's nothing wrong with it. I know some people don't want to do the stressful methods and stuff. That's totally fine. At the end of the day, do whatever you need to do in order to get resources. It doesn't matter if you have to use meta or if you don't want to use meta. It's up to you. No shame in doing it. Oh man, Lock Burst. I'm not a big fan of Block, but I am interested with seeing how he turns out. One of my friends is a very, very big Block fan. He kind of yikes that it's not he didn't get an LD yet, but hey, he's eligible for a BT now. And if Celeste gets a burst, ooh boy, I am very excited for that. Like, if Celeste gets a burst, man, that is a definite pull from me. I really like Celeste. Final Fantasy VI is one of my favorites. It's up there. I think it's in top 5, maybe. I really like Final Fantasy VI. Want to try and carry Arden when his BT plus comes. He's a favorite. It's always kind of sad to know his rework was so meh. Yeah, I really like Arden. I'm still trying to set aside the burst plus materials to green him. But yeah, it felt like they could have done more with Arden. I think they were just scared of making Arden the auto-capping machine he was back in Chaos when he initially debuted. So I think they're trying to avoid that as much as possible. He's still very much usable. I've seen Arden get used around a few times. He's very much usable and all that. But yeah, I think they could have done a little bit more, especially with like his S2 and stuff. I think they could have done more with him. Still got a long way to go. So close, yet so far. I might actually finish Divine Farm pretty soon. Pretty soon. God, I can't speak. I might finish Divine Farm sooner than I expected, so maybe I'll do co-ops or something. I don't know. I still need to clear out. I still want to grind up some crystals from Ifrit's co-op. Also, Locke really does Locke really have 4-frame buffs? Oh my god. I've never built Locke, so I don't know his kit that well. All I know is that it's very RNG reliant. And just, my god. Yeah, reworking his kit's gonna be really hard. Especially with how many, like, nuances it has to it. Like, they have to make the RNG in it, like, pay off, right? They have to make, like, I don't know. They have to make it really, really worth getting randomized on or something like that. Like Setzer. Like Setzer has RNG, but if you land the RNG, it pays off really, really well. Which in Setzer's case is automatic hitting Brave damage cap. Will I be uploading a run of Queen Lost Chapter Lufenia Plus later? Yes, I will. I will always be uploading every run I do on JP. The only exception is Boss Rush. Boss Rush will be a hit or miss sometimes. I'm not exactly a fan of Boss Rush. So, because it takes a very, very long time to record and get it together and all that. But yeah, other than that, I usually do record all of my runs. I try to record Transcendence as much as possible.